is Kurt Cobain's birthday. He would have been, I think, 56 years old, and while it is pretty sad, I still wanted to make a video about Kurt Cobain. There's two videos actually coming about Kurt Cobain today. Last time I did a video about Kurt Cobain for his birthday, it was all about his life, and the only thing I messed up in that video was his birth year. I said 67 instead of 64, I think, and I messed it up. So, I'm gonna make sure there's no mistakes in my two videos that I'm doing. And as you can tell from the title of this video and the thumbnail, we're talking about when Nardwuar interviewed Kurt Cobain, and I just learned in this article that I found that this was the last interviews ever that Kurt did, as he died only a few months later. So, first of all, I know what you're thinking. If you live under a rock, you probably don't even know who Nardwuar is, but for those in meme culture who know who Nardwuar is, I respect you. But Nardwuar is he interviews people, basically. He interviews musicians, you know. He's the best, you know. He's the greatest. His most infamous review, interview was when he broke into Nirvana's green room and spoke with the band. So we have his spin interview he did about when he got to interview Nirvana. Before we keep going, yes, Nardwuar is the one who interviewed Tyler, the Creator, and Lil Uzi. And for my Monkey fans, he did interview Peter Tork and kept talking about the Pizza Hut commercial for some reason. I'll pull a clip up right now.
Today we're here to do an interview with Peter Tork of the Monkees. Of course you remember the Monkees, but did you know he now also plays in a band called Shoe Sway Blues, a blues band? Another thing about this upcoming interview, this shirt that I'm wearing right now, Peter Tork wore in the movie Head. I wonder how long it'll take for him to notice that I'm wearing the shirt he wore in Head. Let's go to the fair and find out right now. Who are you?
Are we recording? Is this it?
Yes.
Is the microphone on? Okay, I'm Tad Gallerin.
George Harrison.
And you're Peter Tork.
No, you are Peter Tork.
Hey, we're the Monkees. You never know where we'll be found. So you better get ready. We may be coming to your town.
No, Peter doesn't like tomatoes, does he, Tad?
You know, I couldn't tell you that.
Do you like Oh, Peter, you're motioning me?
I like tomatoes fine, I just don't eat them.
Why don't you eat them? What's wrong with them?
Echinacea. No, sorry, Solanaceae. They're in the nightshade family and inclined to exacerbate any tendency towards arthritis, and so I avoid them on that account.
Now, Tad, would you ever do a commercial for McDonald's?
I would certainly take it under consideration if I got an offer. I'm in the advertising business.
Now, Peter, you refused to do a commercial for McDonald's in 1975, didn't you?
I guess no. In 1975, I didn't. I never refused to. Well, I don't. God.
The Monkees were supposed to do a commercial for McDonald's, but you refused.
I wasn't in the Monkees in 1975.
But I thought you didn't agree to do a commercial for McDonald's. And Tad wants to do a commercial for McDonald's right now.
As a member of the Monkees, I wasn't a member of the Monkees in I didn't refuse to do a commercial as a member of the Monkees in 1975 because I wasn't a member of the Monkees in 1975. Get it through your head!
Editing Amy here. I was wrong when I said Pizza Hut. I meant McDonald's, first of all. Second of all, Nardwuar also interviewed Mickey, I think in the 90s. And I just like to say that I wish Nardwuar interviewed Mike or Davey, because I feel like it would be really funny if, like, he interviewed them and, like, said the most unhinged thing about what he knew about their past. And it'd be so funny to see their reactions, like, how did you know that? Like, it'd just be so funny. So, my favorite YouTuber already made a video about when Nardwuar interviewed Kurt Cobain, but if you want, like, a simpler version from someone like me, basically, Nardwuar was stalking Nirvana for, like, 2 whole days just to get the interview that he wanted, and he was so close to giving up when she, who must not be named, snuck him backstage, telling security that, he was her cousin. Sadly, though, as I said before, he wasn't able to talk to Kurt again, as he only died a few months later, and, Nardwuar thinks that this is one of the last interviews he ever did. There is footage of Kurt's last interview, but Nardwuar is just one of them. Nardwuar, as I said before, is known for his huge capacity of trivial facts about the given artist he's interviewing. For example, he once asked Henry Rollins if his schlong resembles a soup can, on a downright hilarious claim from a Black Flag groupie. He's not afraid to squeak, though, through questions, no matter how uncomfortable. Trust me, Nardwuar knows a lot about people. It's crazy. At the 3:34 mark of the interview, Nardwuar asked Kurt Cobain if it's true that his friend Jesse Reed's dad played in a surf band. To the side of the camera, you can hear Courtney Love, I just said her name, calling out, "Isn't it weird that he knows that? How do you know that?" The interview was captured in Vancouver in 1994. Kurt and Courtney are eating pizza and go toe to toe with Nardwuar, the human Cigarette, who even back in the day was keen to show off his overly brainiac musical knowledge. Or music knowledge. I think Nardwuar's autistic. Nardwuar, you're one of us, bro. Probably one of the most legit interviews with Nirvana ever caught on tape. And it's true. There's like 3 parts to the Nardwuar interviewing Kurt thing. So there's even a full transcript that I think we should read. I think it'd be fun to read it and stuff. And I'll put pictures so you'll know who's talking and stuff. I think it'd be fun if we did that.
So, Kurt, I waited outside. How was the Toronto show? How did they go? Because I was in Toronto at that time when you played at the Maple Leaf Gardens.
And then Chris walks in with a dressing room towel, babushka over his head, and he says, "Don't say that I'm making any kind of ethnic stereotypes. I'm not making any stereotypes because they're not PC." Classic Chris. Anyways, back to the interview.
Do you remember that show at all, Kurt?
No.
Maple Leaf Gardens in November.
That was, And then Courtney comes in saying she remembers it with the little backstage. So then Kurt says, it was a nice temperature because I think it was an ice hockey rink.
Yeah, it was Maple Leaf Gardens, and I waited outside, for a couple hours afterward, waiting for you guys to leave. How did you eventually leave?
Then Kurt says, by limousine and cop escort. So then Nardwuar says,
did you leave pretty early? Because, they brought out, the prop out, and, I kept on waiting and waiting, and then I saw a little minivan pull out, and I thought you guys hopped over the back seat. Was that you? Did you wait, 2 hours, or did I wait for nothing because you'd already left?
So then Courtney says that they left right away, and Kurt says, I just remember leaving pretty much right after the show. Within about 20 minutes or so, I met one of the guys from the kids in the hall. Sky, he's a nice person. And then Chris chimes in.
That's right. We were mingling with famous people. They never talk to hacks like you. Fuck no!
Obviously, I wasn't going to recite the whole interview, but Chris is so funny. I love him. He's always been my favorite member of Nirvana. Yeah, there's Dave and Kurt and Pat. Actually, no one talks about Pat that much. Kind of sad. Pat's my favorite member of Foo Fighters, though, so at least there's that. But Chris, always my favorite member of Nirvana. He's so sweet. He's so nice. He's the sweetest guy ever. I've never met him, but I'm just saying all that. And I read his book. He's very smart. I'm not saying he might be a little bit autistic, but very smart dude. No, I'm kidding. He's not autistic. I'm just making up stuff. I'm just saying stuff. But, yeah. That's everything I have to say in this video. The next... There's a light in my way. Get out of my way. The next video that I'm doing is about this movie. I've wanted to talk about this movie for a while, but I was like, do I wanna? And then I have an excuse now to talk about it, so I'll see you all in the next video.